Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I ask Allah to raise the rank of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam and that of all of his pious companions. What a tragedy. What a tragedy that a defender of Islam and Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah would be maligned by other Muslims. Shaykh Abdullaah Al-Harariyy, a man who memorized thousands of authentic Sahih sayings of the Prophet ﷺ and that of his companions with complete chains of narration from himself through 14 centuries all the way back to these great personalities, that he is accused of being an enemy of the religion. Scholars like Shaykh Abdullaah are the ones who preserve the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ and that of his companions. So it is sad to see him being accused of being an enemy of the religion and hating the companions. In my childhood and youth, I attended many religious gatherings and lessons, but I did not learn the love and respect of the companions the way that I did through the route of Shaykh Abdullaah, the defender of Islam, the defender of the Prophet ﷺ, and the defender of what the companions were upon. The Shaykh mentioned in his globally most famous book, the Mukhtasar, the following: it is an obligation of the heart to love the companions, and it is a sin of the heart to hate them. However, take note that it is a lie that the companions were like angels, free of ever committing any sins, as is evidenced from many Sahih sayings of the Prophet ﷺ. Therefore, it's not permissible for us to leave what the Prophet ﷺ himself taught and follow the saying of this man or that person. At the same time, some of the companions, like our master Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, Talha, Zubayr, and Lady Aisha radiyallahu anhum, acquired a status that is even higher than some of the angels. Among the companions, there were those who were so generous, kind, merciful, brave, and intelligent that it blows one's mind away. But this does not mean that all the companions were pious, free from sins, having the same rank. Because the Prophet ﷺ, our leader, teacher, and guide, he even punished one of them for stealing, just as was narrated in the Sahih, authentic hadith, narrated by Imam Muslim and many other Sunni scholars of Islam. Thereafter, some people falsely claim that Shaykh Abdullaah wrote a book against the Sahaba, against the companions. This is a twisted lie. The reality is that Shaykh Abdullaah answered a question about the sinfulness of people fighting Imam Ali and killing thousands of Muslims. Thereafter, he authored a refutation of a deviant person called Ibn Taymiyyah, who claimed that Imam Ali radiyallahu anhu, fighting against those that rebelled against him, that he was not justified in that. And Ibn Taymiyyah even dared to question the Islam of Imam Ali radiyallahu anhu. He said there is a difference in opinion about whether he was even a Muslim. Wal-iyadhu billah. In addition to him claiming that it was rewardable to fight the righteous Khalifa. And then you have at the other extreme, some among the Shia who claim that those who fought Imam Ali committed kufr by their mistake. So Shaykh Abdullaah thus wrote a text to refute both of these extreme positions and confirm that those who fought against Imam Ali radiyallahu anhu and who were responsible for killing other Muslims, that in general, yes, they had a mistaken, invalid ijtihad that was not rewardable, but nonetheless, they were still Muslims. The Shaykh also clarified that the Prophet ﷺ did not come with two religions. one for the companions and one for the rest of us. So whoever commits a sin, then that is a sin. Because the Prophet ﷺ made the rules of the religion clear for everyone. So how would anyone then dare to claim that in some situations it is, they say, permissible and rewardable to fight the just Khalifa, even if thousands of Muslims get killed in the process, especially after it is known what the Prophet ﷺ himself taught about the importance of defending the lives of the Muslims. Think about it right now. There are people, kuffar, who are set to invade the lands of Palestine, claiming that it is justified for them to kill other Muslims. Some people claim that it is permissible and justified to have fought the Khalifa. And they lie about great people like Lady Aisha radiyallahu anha and our masters Talha and Zubayr radiyallahu anhuma, that they actually fought against Imam Ali radiyallahu an. This is not true. All right, it is not true. And I've already made other videos clarifying this issue. People mix between certain incidents and wars that took place and lie against certain great companions and their intentions. But back to what I was touching upon here. It is not permissible or rewardable to fight the just Khalifa, especially after it is known that Imam al-Bukhari and others authentically narrated that the Prophet ﷺ taught us that to fight against a righteous Khalifa is something sinful and not rewardable. The further irony is that some people who claim to be lovers of the Prophet ﷺ, they imply that by mentioning what the Prophet ﷺ himself taught, that this is haram due to it insulting some of the companions. Let people be fair and reflect. Can it ever be justified to fight against the rightly guided Khalifa? Can it ever be in the best interest of the Ummah to stand with an army against the Imam of the Muslims? Does fighting or rebelling against a just Khalifa make the Ummah stronger or weaker? The answer is obvious. So how would it be that someone would claim there are cases in which it is valid and rewardable based upon ijtihad to fight against the just Khalifa? Following on from this then, Shaykh Abdullaah, let it be known, he loved the companions, but this did not prevent him from explaining the religious rules. In particular, that it was not in the interest of the Ummah and never permissible to fight the righteous Khalifas. Our masters Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali and Hassan radiyallahu anhum. And likewise, it will never be permissible in the future for people to fight Imam al-Mahdi, even though some people claiming to be Muslims will appear in the future and they will fight against him. So let people wake up to the reality and not be fooled by the lies, and remember that one day we will all die and we will be in our graves alone. So let us be warned against playing into the hands of some people who use our religion as though it is like a business. Let people wake up to the reality that there are some people who would use our religion as though it is like their own personal business. Some people, that is, who fear that their business empires will collapse if people are told not to follow them blindly. This is because if we are to fix the situation of the Muslim Ummah and for the Muslims to be strong and not abused, oppressed and taken advantage of, then we need to stop blindly following ignorant people and instead use our minds to acquire the religious knowledge in the proper way. This blind followership in reality is among the reasons why Muslims in other parts of the world nowadays we are weak, whilst once upon a time we were strong. What will make us strong again is acquiring the religious knowledge in the proper way and then to implement that which we acquire. And upon Allah we rely in times of hardship and ease. May Allah protect our brothers and sisters throughout the world, in particular in Palestine, Kashmir, and wherever they are oppressed. And Allah, the Exalted, knows best.